43-year-old Courtney Cole loves to compete. The businesswoman and her sister Monica are co-owners of the Hare Chevrolet dealership, self-branded as the Sisters of Savings.
People thought we were life partners, so we kind of had to label ourselves.
We're going to give you up to $4,011 off any vehicle in stock.
So we had a Facebook contest, and somebody had the idea of Sisters of Savings. So we rolled with that, and that would have been March of 2011, and it took off immediately.
A former college athlete, Courtney has been active as an adult, running mini marathons, triathlons, and in January 2014, a full marathon.
Well, everything was fine. I'd just finished the marathon in January. So this was 3 weeks later, on February 12th. I had this awful pain in my shoulder. So I went to the ER, and I went in, I'm like, hey, I'm gonna be okay. I gotta get some relief from whatever this is. So they run all kinds of tests, and they come back and they said, well, you have pleurisy on this side of your lung area, but we see this big lesion on this side. We need to get that checked out. So we ran the PET scan, and it came back positive for basically, it's about a size of a quarter on my right lung. But it did not show that it was in the lymph nodes or anything. So even though that's bad news, at the same time you think that, well, they were going to cut out the upper right part of my lung, or the upper lobe of my right lung. But, you kind of return to normal. Well, a week later, I'm laying in bed and still pretty sore from the surgery. The phone rings, and it's the surgeon, and he's like, I'm really sorry to tell you, but we found it in the lymph nodes, and you're going to need to go further from there. So we're going to hook you up with an oncologist. But now you no longer have what we call stage 1 lung cancer. It's now stage 3 lung cancer, and that's kind of a game changer. What that means is we need to have 12 weeks of chemotherapy, followed by 28 treatments of radiation, followed by a target pill that you'll take the rest of your life. Like I said, I ran the 3 mini marathons, the 7 triathlons, and a marathon, and now all of a sudden you're looking at stage 3 lung cancer. You're like, oh my, how did this happen?
What do you find today?
Oh, I've never smoked in my life, ever. Prior to me getting lung cancer, I didn't even know it was possible to get lung cancer without being a smoker. But I think most of the world thinks of lung cancer as a smoker's disease. And, obviously there's a lot of folks that are getting it now that did not smoke. It's trying to just have that good attitude as you feel horrible sometimes. I mean, especially with work. I mean, I'm used to kind of a routine of working out and going to work and just always being in a competition, and then all of a sudden your life is taken away from that because you're just trying to survive. And, without health, you really don't have anything. Well, I have a 9-year-old and a 12-year-old, and the biggest thing was to try not to disrupt their worlds. I was just very, very fortunate, very blessed with a whole lot of people. They say it takes an army. Well, the army came forward to help me with the kids, with the business. My sister and our employees have been fantastic. I mean, it blows you away. I mean, I've had cards. I have one guy that sends me a card every week. I've had employees here that every Thursday they wore the Courtney Strong black jackets. They've had the bracelets that they wear. And then I've had people from all over the country, believe it or not, do amazing things. Most recently, there was a sales thing in Las Vegas where they made a video and they all cheered. There's over 1,000 people at the Bellagio, The whole experience has just been, a lesson in life. I think it sets you to the standpoint of what's important. We all like to pursue goals, which I'm probably a big one in that area. But at the same time, I think, the relationships with people that you find over time become more and more important.
With the power of medicine, family, and friends firmly behind her, Courtney can't wait to get back to the competition she loves.
I mean, unfortunately, the steroids and stuff put an extra 25, 30 pounds on me, and I want to get all that gone right away, but it's just part of it. But yes, I fully plan to be back in that first race, whatever it is, it will be awesome. I guess I always have an attitude that, we're going to go 100% until we find out differently. I think you just have to live life to the fullest and be thankful for every day and go forward. I don't know how else to do it.